When we think of the poor being organized, we think of them being organized in order to fight for something or being organized against something. Normally, we think of the poor as being organized in order to fight for their rights and therefore to be organized against the government. The challenge facing poor communities is that in most cases, their rights in terms of things like security of tenure, basic services, and decent housing cannot be secured without the support of government, especially local government. At the end of the day, poor people have to find a way to work with the very people who are likely to ignore them and disregard their rights. In order to work with government, communities need to be organized and to be prepared to deal with slow processes that do not produce perfect outcomes. They often need to start small and then keep pressing. The first step often is to defend against an eviction, but winning that battle is always the beginning of the struggle rather than the end. Instead of highlighting the failures of government, it is often better to kindle the imagination of relevant officials by describing possible solutions. This involves a shift from making demands on government to offering them a partnership that leads to city development and secures the rights of the poor. When community organizations come into negotiations with government officials prepared, with enumeration reports, with construction costs, with knowledge of city infrastructure grids, and with examples of community-state partnerships in other cities, it becomes much harder for government officials to argue against the proposals they are making. At the end of the day, working with government is just as tough as fighting against it. But any grassroots organization that survives a formative period when it mobilizes against external threats will need to learn to sit around a table and broker deals.